Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, Texas Mickey Jack here, loving life, living life. Well, today's definitely the surprise to wake up to. I don't think we're going to see the sunrise this morning, or this bright rising. No. But it's quite amazing to me that, just before I went to bed last night, well, on my way home, there was the Aurora Borealis was supposed to be amazing. And I was just too tired. I fell asleep. And the sky was clear. But yet I saw a jet way up high in the night sky. And it was, what do you call it? Spraying. Look at what we got this morning. I wonder if it has any connection. Who knows? Maybe they were doing it for our own good. You should not see the Aurora Borealis. Who knows, right? All I know is if every day you wake up to do something that brings you joy or happiness, and this is also part of my theory as to why we must celebrate the spring solstice as being the beginning of the year, the new year. So you think about it, if you celebrate every year, 3 months behind, I wonder if that takes off a bunch off of the Michael 8 times 8. Hello, sir. Good day, bright rising. I don't know what part of the world you're in, but it was funny. I wondered if you just were there for that one time or to brighten someone's day. But anyways, I was talking about the spring solstice being the new year. We're almost at the new year. We should really actually be following the moon cycles. And I think that if we became more in line with moon cycles, in line with the planet, like maybe walking barefoot, even though I don't want to walk barefoot at this point in the day. I'm not fully built that way just yet, but I'm working on it. I'm building every day. Woke up this morning. I woke up today to start the day, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I've had this theory on how to kind of get yourself in a jump-started state of mind. And that jump-started state of mind would be that, what if just every day, and you've probably heard people talk about this in different contexts, but every day we just did something a little bit more to make our lives better. Being that, we passed by some stairs back there, and I've been dealing with a lot of physical, not disabilities, but they kind of do hinder me from doing the normal stuff I used to do because of all the injuries I've had. If we just did something to strengthen ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, just a little bit every day, baby steps. we would be so much better. Like 1% a day, 360% stronger, or 64% stronger every year. I say 64 because in a 28-day calendar times 13, you actually end up with 364. And since we live in a system that's built around lies, and us not recognizing those lies actually helps to perpetuate the existence of it being real in a way where we are collectively contributing to the outcome that the lie is actually real. So once we make that correction, we start becoming more and more in line with what our true purpose in nature is. The true purpose in nature, I believe, we're supposed to be the caretakers of this earth, and our job is to help manifest a great abundance through, oh, nice catch, dog. Our abundance through the belief, feeling, and thought process that we possess in this physical body. Hello. Bright rising. No, he's starting to use the whole park now. Now he's down there.
Oh, Dad, be careful because there's coyotes.
Yeah, no, I know. I think that's why. There he is now. He's coming. One day I couldn't find him. I don't know what happened to him, but there he is. Hey, calm down. Looks so excited. Oh, am I supposed to throw your frisbee? I can do it. That's all he wants. Oh, am I the new guy?
You're the new guy.
Am I the new guy? Ready? Chunks! Get over here. Hey! Calm down. It's not your frisbee. When I bring a frisbee, you don't even want to play. Come on. Look at you, just being a bully. Well, Daddy's got his own frisbee. What the hell? I can bring a frisbee next time if you want. Alright, well, at least my hacking isn't as bad as it was. But we've definitely made some changes this year. I made a change of wanting to not have anyone in and around my vicinity as we're moving into the spring solstice, or no, that's the summer solstice. I think spring equinox. I can't remember now. But when we start planting our feet on the earth and we start moving with intention and harmony, and maybe not focusing on the negatives of life so much, we may actually be manifesting the things that we truly want. Now, what happens if the reason why the world is the way it is because they got a bunch of people thinking a certain way, and then we started manifesting that collective experience or consciousness. Like when we get a bunch of people together and tell them there's not enough, we tell them that in a land of abundance, there's not enough somehow, magically. Right? We have everything, and we're constantly being told there's not enough for you, for me, for anybody. But really, there's not enough belief in abundance, I feel. We really need abundance in our life. And it's about as easy as to just kind of pay attention to the fact that abundance exists. And that it's all around us constantly. And that together we could actually stop living in lack. And we could start living in abundance and manifesting all the things that we actually desire. But there's a lot of deconstruction that needs to happen in that moment, because if you don't take the time, you will never have the time. One of my favorite quotes out of the Matrix, the Merovingi, he's like, time. If you never take time, how can you ever have time? But see, time is also one of those things that really doesn't exist. It's a concept in our heads that kind of, I believe, is why we start to feel older, because we celebrate every day. Another year is gone. Let's say, for instance, most people will celebrate their birthdays. There's a lot of fallacy behind that people don't recognize, because they're caught up in that loop of manifesting something into reality. For instance, bright rising, brother Savage. When you start manifesting something that is not real, you're giving it life. So the birthday that misleads us into not being as powerful of an entity as we can be starts to, I guess, change our physiology. Like, if I believe I can't lift the weight as a weightlifter, I get to the bar and I'm like, that looks really heavy. I don't know. See, you're starting to cultivate this belief within yourself that you may not have the ability to lift that weight. And see, the weight of living is also another thing that we could change the way we manifest. Because if if our belief is harnessed in the lie that every year you're getting older, you might actually deteriorate your body every year by year. Just another year gone, another year I'm older, less life. But if we woke up to the fact that every year you're getting stronger, every year you're getting younger, every year you're getting more knowledge, then just think about how much of a different direction you can go in if you move through your life with that belief in your heart and mind. Imagine what you would manifest. So I started writing. It's funny, I got another black mark on my finger because my pen's leaking. And I raged out the other day, or a couple days ago, and it wouldn't write. It was just driving me crazy. I'm like, oh. And sometimes as a man, like as a woman PMSing, right, a man can do the same in a different form. The pen's like this big. I'm like throwing this thing around like, you fucking piece of shit, and I'm throwing it. Just imagine what I am projecting into the universe because of that. So now I get the I get this mark whenever I'm like holding it, so I have to hold it farther back. It's kind of funny. And it doesn't really leak onto my hands, but the interesting thing was, the other day I was talking about this, and yes, Brother Savage, thank you. I do sound a little bit better. I do feel a little bit better. It's been like 4 days now in total, I think. But man, I can breathe a little bit. So yesterday I noticed that when these fingers were dark, like if you look at my fingers right now, it's hard to see my fingerprints. Like you really got to focus. But when the dark spot was there, you could really notice the highlight of the fingerprint. And I thought what was amazing about that, it's like the yin and yang of life. That when you are in balance, everything is kind of like working in an equilibrium state, like almost as if it's a have to. And the dark will highlight the light, and the light will highlight the dark. We need these contrasts in our lives. It's not evil to see something dark, like throwing the pen and being mad and whatever. It's what you learn from that moment. What do you learn? What did the dark show you in that moment? What did the light show you in that moment? Right? Like where are you in your present state of consciousness? Because that's what we're here for, is to experience life, right? To also become an impact in that very life. What kind of impact are you with the consciousness you have in the moment? So then that gives life to the belief that, you know, let's show some of the dog. That gives life to the belief that we are always creating. Everywhere we go, we're creating. And everything we do, we're creating. When I walk, you hear the sound of those rocks underneath my shoes? Well, that's vibration being cast out into the world. It's like when you hear the birds singing, they're bringing on the song of life. Listen, you hear them everywhere, and they're just happy for the day, inviting the sun, which we're probably not going to see today. Who knows, maybe when we drive somewhere else, we'll see it. But our life is meant to be experienced. And we're the ones that choose and decide what that experience is. Even if the experience is pain in the moment. It's kind of weird, like walking around YouTube, talking to myself, but really I'm talking to the viewers. Whether there's 1, 2, 3, none, more, it's almost a state of insanity, because people are like watching you and going, what is he doing? He's just talking to himself? Well, no, not only am I sharing with the world my belief in how I feel that there's just something different than what we've been told. And he's eating snow with rocks in it. Look at this. Oh, you're being filmed, so you decided I'm not going to eat snow with rocks in it? There's beauty to life. Look, this is what he was literally chewing on this. I guess he needs some fiber in his diet. Anyways, so life is a gift in the moment, in the present moment, every moment. Where do we move to? Where do we move from? How do we set ourselves apart from the next guy or woman or girl? We do the one thing that the system doesn't want us to do, that religion doesn't want us to do. I feel they don't want us to do because they tell us not to be authentic. I don't see anybody talking about authenticity because I feel like the masses are being guided like the coachman guides a horse with reins. Like he's just, faster. Oh, whoa, slower. And it's taken me a long time to get to where I am right now, but it started with the belief that I don't think the full story is being told in religion. I don't think, yes, there is truth biblically in God gives you the power, and that's a truth. Because every day I wake up, whether I'm sick or not, I can still breathe, and life is surrounded my body, and life is in my dog, and life is everywhere, right? Like eventually there comes a time where, and here I was talking about no time, because we just have to use the word time as a reference in how we can acknowledge time, right? But we all come to a point where we gotta go back to the creation, our creator, source, whatever you want to call it. So, as you go through your day today, I'd like you to think about what makes me me. Oh, look at this guy. That was quick. I want to videotape your rolling around, you gorgeous thing. Look at you. Look at this beautiful guy. Oh, he's got some grays. Some pepper. I love this dog. How are you doing? How are you doing good? How am I doing good? I think I'm doing good because I'm being a version of myself that never existed before. I'm being truthful with myself and not believing or buying into the lies. I used to be a part of that system. I used to buy into the lies of that system. I used to, I followed the world, but I never felt like I belonged. I did the drinking thing, the going to clubs thing, the you gotta fit in thing. I was like that puzzle piece that was trying to find its home, or even just the puzzle that it belonged to, right? So there came a point where I just had to ask myself, and I think this is when the point happened. When I used to go to church, It's funny that I'm saying this because there's a church right there. But you know what's even funnier is that's not a cross right there. That's a light post that has two lights that kind of resembles a cross. But if you move on a different angle, well, from where I'm sitting, it's a perfect angle, but I questioned a lot of things they were saying, and I was young. I was like really young. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Why do we believe? And I feel like that's the distraction from the everything that's amazing around us, the abundance that's everywhere. You know, the using of the word, the voice to vibrate into the universe. Right? Like my voice right now is on YouTube and going out to the millions and millions and one fan that's watching right now. But it doesn't matter because now I've casted something that can be forever as long as it exists. And I used to question, like, I was like, oh, I like the Baptist religion because in their book it seems like they're empowering mankind to be, we have the ability to do all things that God can do. We just haven't we haven't been able to reach our potential. And I think our potential, I think you both are getting a few grays, lol. Whoa! Whoa, I'm actually dyeing my beard this way. Grays. Listen to this guy. It's taken a lot of these grays to get to this way of thinking. Brother Savage. Love this guy. There's not many people. What is it with me doing a live in the morning? Well, in the beginning of the day, and the fire truck rolling down that street so often. I think last time Michael 8x8 was on here, that's what was happening. But anyways, not to get off topic there, old man. Life is a great thing, and we can create constantly. Abracadabra. I create as I speak. I create as I speak. God said, let there be light, by speaking it into existence. And light was created. And these are just stories that were told. Like, my question is, who is there writing it? Oh, we sent a messenger. Well, if God is all powerful, then he would have told us. And maybe he tells us every day and we're just not listening because we're like, no, we need an interpreter because we don't understand God. We don't know how to like listen to him. Well, he gave you a book. I'm like, well, no, people created a book that had several other books put together to bring it to life. Does that make it the Word of God, or are we the Word of God? My voice speaking is the Word of God because God is acting through me. What would be the greatest expression something that loved you could do is that it give you life only for you to experience that life to the best of your ability. And you now can experience life through that being to the best of your ability because of life. What do we got here from the savage man? I guarantee there is more than meets our eye. I agree. We are not being told everything truthfully. Yeah. And I think that is made as a disruptor to stop us from manifesting good into the world. Because like look at the world we live in, capitalism in general. Capitalism is basically to capitalize on someone else's suffering. You know, when you work your whole life only to have everything taken away, when let's say you go bankrupt or whatnot, that's pretty crazy that that system even exists. And we're the ones who gave it birth. We created the system to enslave ourselves. It's like they say the rich man will sell you the rope that he will use to hang himself. And that's literally kind of how we live our everyday existence right now. Is that hey, Chunks. Yeah, they're walking their dogs in the park and you don't own the whole park. He always like, and this might have been my personality for a little bit, is just the mentality to be in war and battle all the time. Look at this dog. He's just like, I see them. Shall I attack? I need you to follow with me. Close. You don't need to try to take his frisbee, all right? We can walk back. You can say hi, but stay close. Hey, you too. Follow. Huh?
You called him? That's a chump, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I heard you say Paul or something.
No, I said follow.
Oh, follow. Oh.
Follow for him to follow me.
Okay, I thought, oh, and I've been calling him Chunk.
No, he's always been Chunks.
Oh, yeah.
You see, look at you call him Chunks and he comes running. You can also call him call something gorgeous and he'll think it's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So look at him. He's just like, oh, lean into you. Chunks, come here. Have a good day. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, soon the rains will come, like every season. And soon, the grass will be green, like it should be in your lives, in your heart. And soon, everyone will wake up and realize. It's funny, that word realize is a very interesting word. What does it mean? It means to focus on something enough that it becomes more real within your consciousness. To realize. And I ain't no English major. I just started to believe in a different way. Right? Like, maybe that's God's way. Everyone learns differently. He'll teach some people through books. He'll teach some people through experience. And he'll teach some people through pain and suffering. Right? I learned the other way. I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it. I gotta experience it. I gotta be it. I gotta do it. And that's how we move forward every day. What did you learn today? What can we add into the arsenal? Even the body will purge itself of weakness by making it stronger. Through the trials and tests of life. Oh my God. Oh my God. Almost there. Almost done. Almost done with it. Welcome to YouTube Live and watch Texas Mickey Jack. Hot coat of lung. Let's not. You don't need to watch me do this. There we go. All right. Just about done. I like these days. To be honest, I love every day. And from the ashes, we shall rise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man, I wish all of you a search through your consciousness that creates you to being a better version of yourself today in the present moment for the tomorrow of the future. I thank you for watching. I thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And commenting, Brother Savage and Michael. Thank you. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the walk without talking. And just breathing in the air that I just spent trying to get for the last 2 minutes. So, happy bright rising today. I wish you all the best. And go out and find something authentic about yourself. Ask yourself, why do I like what I like? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Is it because I want to do it? Or is it because somebody's influencing me to do it? Start finding a piece of yourself every day so you become better. Have a good day. Bye.